Hi there, my name's Karen Malsbury, and I am coming to you today to tell you about what we can offer your child in the business department at Rochester High School. So I have a little bit of a presentation to share with you, and all of the links for what I'm going to share with you will be in the Falcon Flyer. And I will put below in this video links or timestamps for each of the programs that I discuss. So if you have a specific program in mind or a specific class in mind, you can then skip through, scrub through, and go to the spot that you need, and I will not be offended. So let's just kick off with a few of the changes that we've had here at Rochester High School. So you may have been aware that Mrs. Gambaro, my colleague and best friend of 25 and a half years, retired. So we had the opportunity to replace her with Mr. Pedro Gold. He is from the Detroit area. He went to Cass Tech High School and then joined the military, worked in the defense industry, and then worked on his degree to get into the classroom. And we are so happy that he wanted to move back from Colorado to the Rochester area so that he could become a Falcon and join me, Miss Land, and Miss Reckling in the Rochester Business Department. So I am going to go through the programs, and I'm going to tell you who's teaching what presently and what the plan is for next year. So if I move to the first slides, you can see that we're introducing ourselves, and I'm not going to go through each one of these one at a time, but you can click on the links and check out each of the business department members. So I'm currently teaching small business, marketing, web development, and computer operations, and this really is my wheelhouse. This is where I like to stay. This is my happy place. We then have Miss Land, and she's in the school store. She takes care of the school store for us, and she teaches also marketing and accounting. And then we have Miss Reckling, who's our computer science genius, and she teaches all of our computer science principles, computer science A, and personal finance. And then Mr. Gould is taking care of our functions of business and programming 1 and 2 this year. So with that said, let's introduce you to the programs. The first program that I want to talk about is BAMO, Business Administration, Management and Operations. For our freshmen and underclassmen, we recommend that you take functions of business because this is a class that tells you about the 5 business functions. And so then you can see which areas you want to maybe find out more about, whether it's marketing, finance, computer science, or IT multimedia. And that will segue us into the next programs. In that class, it's very project-led. So therefore, you'll learn something and apply it through a project. Then, once you've took that class, we want you to take small biz. And small biz is my wheelhouse. I love seeing kids explore the idea of creating their own business. And so we in that class will be writing a business plan, and we will be pitching that plan at a Shark Tank simulation where business community members will judge your pitch. Now, we also dabbled before COVID hit in the idea of giving students $200 per business idea to buy product and sell it at a pop-up. And we did have some great success with that down at the Firehouse in Rochester. So sometimes we'll do pop-ups, sometimes we'll do Shark Tanks. And last semester we stuck with the Shark Tank route, and we were able to partner with Northridge University, who gave out checks for $500 for the first place winner. And this was cash. Second place winner got $300 and third place winner got $200. So that was very exciting. The third and final class that rounds out BAMO is Virtual Enterprise, and that is a what we call a Segment Q class, which is pure application. You are going to be running a company, and the company that we have been running and had great success with is Project Zen. So we would like to continue selling subscription boxes in a virtual portal where we sell to other schools around the nation and around the world, and we buy also product from them. And our subscription boxes were full of product for to help people with stress and anxiety. So it's pretty apt with what's going on nowadays. So we need kids that have taken marketing and IT multimedia and BAMO classes and finance classes, and we need to bring them into virtual enterprise so that we can run departments. And if you look around my classroom right now, my room is set up in departments, and there's a lot of paraphernalia around the room to market our product and to sell our product at a trade show booth situation. So that's the BAMO program. You'll also see that we have BPA, Business Professionals of America, and BPA is a highly competitive organization. We just got through regionals, and Rochester placed first, ranked first for the amount of students that placed first, second, or third throughout our region, which is Region 4. So that was really exciting. And we're now moving on to states, and states will be in March, also virtual, but ordinarily we would go to Grand Rapids and compete. So that's BAMO. Moving on to IT multimedia, which is also my little wheelhouse. I teach computer operations, and that's when you can get certified in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint 2019. You take the industry standard test for free. You do not have to pay a dime for that. And you'll get that endorsement to put on your resume, and it looks excellent on college applications. And definitely will help you in your future lives in business or college. Then we've got web development, social media, where we are working in the Adobe suite. And you can also get certified in being a social media manager through Stuken. They have a simulation program where we run 5 social media platforms simultaneously, and we look at the analytics and the data, and you can get a certificate at the end of that as well, which again looks absolutely excellent on your resume. And then we round it out with the virtual enterprise piece, because we want to make sure that we have IT people in our business to help run our software, to help produce our branding, to help create our forms and charts and all that good stuff. The other thing I want to mention, if you click on any of these links, it does take you out to our website. And so if you're really interested in some of the kind of work that we do, you can scroll down. There's some videos highlighting it. There's a bunch of kids with a bunch of certificates in their hand. And yeah, it really does show you what we do in each of these classes. So with computer operations, we also have digital, which is under IT digital media. We have web development. So if we scroll down to that, you'll see some of the before and afters that we've done with some of our website design. So very proud of some of the work that my students have done. Some students have even gone on to sell their websites and got quite a little, bit of money doing that with some local businesses. All right, so third program is accounting and finance. This is Miss Land's area of expertise, and she's building this program right now. So accounting 1 is basic accounting, and we also use Excel, and you can also get certified in Excel in that class, which is very important because it's the #1 skill that business people are looking for when employing someone. So that's great to have that on your resume. And then if you follow accounting 1 and 2, you can also go into accounting 3 or 4, which is more like a college accounting class. And we're currently trying to get AP credit for that. Now, the good thing about accounting in this class is that it's a math credit. So if you're a senior and you're done with math, you don't want to do math anymore, but you still got to get that math credit in your senior year, then you can take accounting. Okay, so consider that. I hear from all my seniors all the time, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I took accounting. I know I'm going to go to business school. I know it's going to help me when I get there. But more importantly, it meant that I didn't have to take another high-level math class. So they enjoyed this class. So again, we have virtual enterprise at the end because we want kids that have took these classes to take virtual enterprise, because we need a finance department. We need someone that knows how to do income statements, balance sheets, budgeting, payroll, and all of that good stuff. So that's why we encourage any accounting kid to come into virtual enterprise. Moving on from there, we're going to move into marketing. I've been teaching marketing with Miss Land this year. I love marketing. I love the fact that it's real world, it's tangible, you see it all around you. One thing that I always tell my kids, you're never going to forget the 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. I learned it when I was 15, 16 years of age and never forgot it, and nor will they. Lots of lovely projects, lots of hands-on materials. And this is a little video here of the little competition we had with food trucks. And you had to design a whole menu for your food truck, design your food truck, and then present your food truck. And we judged them and we came out with a winner. We also invited a bunch of food trucks to school. So that was really exciting, so that we could hear from the owners of food trucks and how do you operate a food truck. And then we also have the school store. So we need kids that, are interested in merchandising, fashion merchandising, marketing. We need kids that, are good at the finance side of things, so that they can run all of our books in the school store. We are very profitable. We thank you for all of the times you've come in and bought some swag with our Falcon logo on it, because you are loud and proud to be a Falcon. So thank you for doing that. We do appreciate it. And then, of course, in virtual enterprise, we need marketers. We have a whole marketing plan that has to be written. So therefore, we need people to help us with our social media side of the business. Our 4 P's of marketing and the 9 functions of marketing have to be embedded. So we need our marketers in this class. And again, click on any of this stuff and it sends you out to our website or some materials of kind of projects that we do in that class. And then finally, the last program that we want to talk about, well, actually, before the last program, I forgot about this one, is work-based learning. So an umbrella is attached over all of our programs, and that's called work-based learning. So in your junior and senior year, you can leave school early every day and go out to work. We have 2 sides of work-based learning. We have the co-op, which is the traditional work-based learning that we're familiar with, your mums and dads are familiar with. And that's when you left school early, went out to your co-op, and you got paid to do so. We still have that. But we also have practicum, which means that you go out and you observe. You follow a practitioner, you follow an engineer, you follow a career that you're interested in, and you observe them. Okay, and there are assignments attached to that so that you get the most out of your experience. And then we also can do daily job shadows as well. And we try and pop those into the year so everybody has the opportunity to go out at least once to experience something they're interested in. So if you want to be an intern and you have room in your schedule and you like the idea of experiencing an area that you've always had an interest in, like I'll tell you a story. I had a kid that wanted to be a vet, but then when I got them into the vet practice, they found out that there was a lot of euthanization and they could not handle that. They didn't realize that, 40, 50, maybe sometimes 60% of the vet's job was euthanizing animals, and she couldn't handle that. And so therefore she decided she couldn't be a vet. So I'd rather you figure it out now than later, before you start applying for schools and getting into schools and then figuring out you don't like it. So that's why I am so passionate about work-based learning, getting kids out in the community. So if you want to sign up for that, speak to your counselor, pop it on your scheduling card, but also fill in the application. So when you click on here, it will take you out to the application. And then you can fill in all this good stuff, and I will do my level best to get you the finest internship and the best experience. And if you want to see some of the internships my past students have done, you can scroll through my website, and there are some infographics, some tiles that we used on Instagram, showcasing some of the areas the kids worked in last year. And this is just a little snapshot of the ones that we put out on Instagram. But then if you scroll down further, there are a bunch of names of businesses that I partner with every year, and we continue to place students. So if you see a company there that you're really interested in working at, we can make that happen. So going back to the last program, I promise it's the last one. It's computer science, and this is Miss Reckling's area of expertise. But Mr. Gould is supporting her right now with programming 1 and programming 2. And they are going to work side by side in B123. So you'll see both of them in that room if you have any questions. And programming 1 is basic, entry level, never programmed before. You're going to use Code.High School, which is a phenomenal program. It's very easy to navigate. And then you're going to learn how to program in things like Scratch. And then after that, you're going to move into probably Python, some JavaScript, and get a little bit more exposure with programming 2. And then if you really like this, and I often see kids in my class that are taking marketing or business or whatever, and I'm like, you're a programmer, I can tell. I often encourage those kids to take AP Computer Science Principles, which gives you a holistic approach to computer science. The networking, the cybersecurity, the little bit of coding, the management of it all. That's the computer science principles side. And then if you really just want to go straight in and get a real good grasp of coding, because you know you're going to take it in college, then AP Computer Science A is the way to go for sure. So if you want to know more information about that, Miss Reckling's done a phenomenal job here, giving you some more references for you to take a look at for both programs, AP Computer Science A and AP Computer Science Principles. And then the last thing is personal finance. Another way to get your math credit your senior year is doing personal finance. Ms. Reckling has been teaching it along with some other members of staff at Rochester High School. So this can be taught by pretty much anybody at school. But Ms. Reckling has a bunch of guests that come in from different credit unions. Her favorite is a young gentleman who's an alumni of Rochester. I forgot his name right now. I'm sorry, I apologize. But he works for MSU's credit union, and she's an alumni of MSU. So that's the connection right there. She uses podcasts, she uses simulations, she gets kids to think about how we're going to pay for college. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for college for my 2 girls. And yeah, that is an option for your senior year to get your math credit if you don't want to take another high-level math class. So that is it in a nutshell. And I think this is my 3rd time trying to record this. I didn't press record last time. So I'm glad I got through with pressing record right now. Thank you for your time. If you got all the way through this video, you need a medal. But if you want to tell your friends to skip to the programs that they're interested in, there's a timestamp below. If you need to get in touch with me, my email is kmalsbury, KMALSBURY @rochester.k12.mi.us. And you are more than welcome to email me, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. We're here to serve your kids, your students, and we have a great time doing it. We're very fortunate to work at Rochester High School with a very supportive principal. So yeah, come take some business classes. We'd love to have you. Thanks.